Alright guys, I was just reading a bunch of the comments since I posted my video on the magazine follower, or magazine follower button, rather. And, a lot of people just basically said, that's BS. You don't have to worry about it. I've been shooting for years and years and years. A lot of 22 magazines don't have that, such as rifle mags, and, just a lot of debate back and forth as to whether there's any, truth to the fact that this could be dangerous. So I want to make a video actually demonstrating it. Now what I have here is a round that I disassembled very carefully. Okay, took the bullet out of it. I'm not going to do this with live ammunition, obviously. Whether I'm at the range or not, it's just foolish to try that. So I'll never do that. However, I took the bullet out and I dumped all the powder out, so I have a live 22 shell. The primer is good on this. I'm actually going to just test it. I'm going to test it alone. I'm going to test it with a couple other rounds to see if it works or not. Now keep in mind that without the bullet, it's a lot lighter. It's not going to stay on the track as well. When I bring this all the way back and let it fly home, it's going to spin around because you don't have that bullet to keep the weight and the length that it normally would be. But you know what? Like I said, I just can't do it with live ammunition no matter what. So this is the best test I can possibly do. Even though this is just a primer, I will be using hearing protection and eye protection, of course, for safety. And then, if it doesn't work, I'll just shoot off the primer real quick with the gun here, just so I don't have a case laying around that's going to, pop at any second. In case I don't want to throw it in the garbage because it'll scare the crap out of the garbage men. When they crush it, it'll go pop. So anyway, so here we go. Let me put on my protection here. Eye protection, got my glasses, got my hearing protection here. Give me a second. Alright. So here we go. Bullet, go off to the side. Again, live CCI casing, live primer, and magazine. So let's say you're loading, and you bring this back a little bit, and let it fly forward. Nothing happens. Alright, let's bring it down, all the way down the bottom. Okay. Nothing. Let's try it again. Nothing. Try it again. Alright, so it seems like it's not going to be much of an issue at all, because even though this is slamming and getting stuck, okay, just went flying. Alright, so even though I'm letting it slam pretty hard, and it's marring up the case quite a bit. Hold on a second, let me grab my jeweler's loop here. If I can find it, where to put it. Here it is. Alright. Now I have some decent marks on the case here. It is not going off yet. Okay, I mean, as you know, when a firing pin or hammer or whatever strikes the casing, it pinches the very end of the flat side. I mean, it's marring up the very side of the case pretty bad. I mean, as you can see, it's definitely making marks. It's metal on metal, and the brass is softer, but it's not pinching it in a vital area to make it go off. So let me try it with, here's some fake rounds. Let's say it's not the first round. Let's say it's the second round. Okay, let's try that a couple times. Oh, camera's got to die. We got a new battery. Alright, sorry about that. Battery's died. Alright, I still have my hearing and eye protection on. Alright, so now we have one fake round in there, and then let's see if it's not the first round, if it's the second round or so, if that makes any difference. Try it halfway. Nothing. Nothing. Let's try it all the way down here. Nothing. Try it again. Nothing. It's getting stuck in the feed lips here. Alright. Nothing. And it went flying again. Hold on a second. I'm lucky I saw where that went. It went flying across the room. Alright. Okay, so we see a lot of damage. Whoop. Get all the carpet hair off there. Sorry. You see a lot of damage to the rim. I mean, it's really getting pinched in the feed lips. Okay, when this is slamming forward, those sharp feed lips are really tearing up this rim. But it has not gone off. Alright, because it's not pinching towards the flat end. So, you know, if for some reason your round ended up like this and it came up straight, that might set it off. And God help you, because then the bullet's going to be shot down the magazine and probably into you, because most likely you're holding the magazine like this. But you know, I can't imagine how rare. I mean, 1 in a trillion. You know. Let's try this real quick with 2 rounds. Or I guess this would be the 3rd round in there. See if the mass helps that at all. And nothing. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to say after this test that there is a very, 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 very slim chance this would ever go off. Whether you let this slam home, or, I mean, you know what, I talked maybe about the pressure pushing in. Forget that. There's no way. There's no way. Even in those big magazines that's hard to push down, there's no way you're going to be able to exert enough pressure to pinch the case enough to let it, you know, go off. So, I hate to play Mythbusters here, but I guess myth busted. I don't see it. I'm glad I did this test. I mean, you know what? It can't hurt to be careful, but it looks like it's totally false, and that'll probably never happen to you. So that's good news, you know. All right, let me load this, because I don't want to just leave the thing here. So I'm going to actually load this in the gun, and we'll set off the primer. The casing's all dented up and crap. I'll probably have to force this out of it after I shoot it, because I had to push it in there pretty good. But anyway, just for fun. I know that's definitely empty. We checked it twice, so here we go. Just setting off the primer. Hey, that's strange. Didn't fire. Alright, well, I have the hearing protection on, so I didn't really hear much, but my dog just jumped off the couch, so I'm assuming that set it off. And I knew that won't eject it, but I could see it pinch the casing, and that probably set it off. So anyway, so there you have it. You know, it was a questionable thing, and I just really wanted to test it, and it turns out it's not going to happen. So I guess you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, you know, I mean, safety is a weird thing. You can't be overly safe. So I would still not suggest doing that. But you know what? It's not a big worry. It's not something you have to be scared about. So that's it. Wanted to test this and make sure, you know, for certain here on film for you, that either it is very dangerous, or in fact what most people thought, it's kind of BS. You don't have to worry about it. So anyway, I'm glad I was able to do the video for you, and now you know. Alright, take care, guys.